What's going on, folks? It's DK bringing you Prominence Part-Time Alliance. This was for Jay Barino's Mapperino 2019. Based on the same setting as my current custom campaign project, Prominence, you are one of the governors of Bloodthorn Empire, concocting a temporary alliance with aliens. Let's get this started here, folks. Includes voice acting. And it's a side story. No spoilers for Prominence. I'm still working on it. Okay, guys? Still on my 9th map for that campaign. Planet Flower Empire of Bloodthorn, Governor's Office. Greetings, Governor. You might already be aware of this, but I bring an important message from Empress Rosemary herself. Let's see. It says, you are to depart for Xandif in the 3rd quadrant to rendezvous with one of Experdame's officers, effective immediately. There are rumors that Experdame secretly met with the Empress for some kind of an agreement. As far as I know, it might relate to forging a temporary alliance between him and us. But I digress. I requested a specialist's help for your journey. This is Rose 77T. He is equipped with Protoss technology thanks to Experdame and has trained with many ghost operatives. He'll make sure you are able to carry out the Empress's message. One last thing before you go, Governor. I'll prepare reinforcements on standby once you find that envoy, just in case something happens. You can never be too safe when it comes to Protoss. Anyway, a dropship is waiting for you at the nearest starport. We'll keep in touch, Governor. Governor? Envoy. I went with the British pronunciation.
Governor, I'm running low on fuel and extra reserves, so I have to drop you off soon. Your rendezvous destination isn't too far away, so there shouldn't be any problem.
Give me some of this shoe.
That's my girlfriend's voice acting, guys.
Commander.
Be careful, Governor. I just heard that there are hostiles in your vicinity. They could be Experdame's enemies. So yep, this is my creation. Rendezvous with the guy. This teal hero must survive, which is a regular ghost unit that I modified using some EPD triggers, enable player death triggers, or EUD if you want to say it, which is enable unit death triggers. So the difference is that it's not a mod, but you can still play this and feel like it's a mod, because I'm using triggers that alter the memory of this game. So you can see how this ghost hero has like a shield and is a detector, and some funky attack icon. And the reason why I'm playing this is because I noticed Jay Barino uploaded his playthrough of this map. I did see Pronogo's playthrough, and yeah, I think it's about time that I showcase how to beat this map. It's actually not as hard as you initially think. And here's Pronogo.
Welcome, Terran Governor. I was summoned here to request a favor from your empire. We have, in the past, given you access to one of our technologies as gratitude for providing us resources. Now we are ready to share more of our secrets. But first you must assist us in our endeavor. My brethren and I are conducting an operation on this planet because of our greatest enemy, the Convocation. You may have already encountered some of them on your path to stop their heresy. The Convocation created a sacrilegious shrine, which contains a myriad of blasphemous scrolls that must be purged. We have attempted to raise their shrine to no avail. Due to our attacks, they brought in more reinforcements to protect the shrine. As such, we will need your assistance in eradicating the heretics' main vanguard. This will deter them from ever setting foot on this planet again.
Straight up Convocation Shrine.
Outstanding.
I read your message, Governor. Good thing I prepared reinforcements beforehand. Those Protoss sure give us tall orders. here's Command Center, or Johnny. You know, I should have spawned some SCVs. I don't know why I didn't do that. I guess I was just a little bit ballsy there. But yeah, I made the trigger so that if you venture out before you meet Pronogo here, Protoss Pronogo, you are forced to move to this area, and you cannot click your way down to like other area before you get here. So I made it like that. I use hyper triggers. So. Anyway, let's do this, guys.
I'm all over it. Commander. Ghost reporting.
And
I read you.
even though this map,
SCV good to
I have bad news, Governor. Your SCV pilots do not have access to building codes for factories, starports, and such. That means you'll have to solely rely on the Empire's infantrymen and the specialists. It should not be too bad. It should not be too bad. Oh, it gets bad. Unless you're the creator. But yeah, so that also already limits our gameplay, kind of, because I forcefully stripped away the player's ability to make mech units. So you have to solely rely on bio units. And even though this map is saved as an SCM, it's actually supposed to be played in Brood War on the expansion set. So you are supposed to have medics, and you are supposed to face against Protoss Dark Templar units, which I renamed them as Avengers from the Legacy of the Void campaign, I guess. But yeah, although this area, so we have to destroy this, and then we have to destroy white structures over here, but it's not that hard. Here's the very first thing you need to do. When orange moves on, you move on with Rose 717, the silent protagonist. There's a Dark Templar here, which orange cannot see unless we bring Rose here. Like right here. See that shadow? And he does a whopping 65 damage, guys. Like that. Let's destroy that too. Then we have the Dragoon here, which will also destroy. Oh my god, the misses. Fine. You can take health damage because you're supposed to have medics. I'm sorry for Jay Barino for not figuring out that you're supposed to play this in expansion. I should have I should have explained it in the note. But where's this orange guy going? Okay. But yeah, so another thing about this custom map submission is that you can attack the shrine from over here with the ghost unit, but that'll make all the blue units come to attack you. So we don't want that. What we want to do is just take our sweet little time and not send the blue zones.
Convocation has brought even its knights and legionaries to Zandith. Be vigilant, Terran Governor.
Standing by.
So that basically means blue units are overpowered. They have 444 upgrades.
Reporting for duty.
So all seems to be lost. But that's not really actually the case here, guys. And I'll show you guys in this video. Obviously. Yeah, okay, I'll destroy it. I made the ghost unit do what was the term again? Like, that was the term, well, like full damage, just like how Marines do. You know how like normal ghosts usually do like 1/4 damage to structures and heavy type units, or large type I suppose. So there you have it. And then we can start making barracks. And then the thing about this map is there's limited amount of resources. So you don't want to go overboard with SCV productions, and you don't want to go overboard with barracks production. So this forces the player to be mindful of how he or she how they spend the resources. Hey White, what you doing here, son? And periodically blue will send Dragoons, Zealots, and Dark Templar, or Avengers rather, to this location. Gotta be careful with that. Medics. Let's see where orange attacks. So, in this building, you need to rescue it by moving rows here instead of just moving a flying building here. I made it like that. You can see it's neutral. Let's wait for orange to see how he's gonna act. And fire bats, although not really required, it's an option. Let's try to save this blue. Okay, I see. Looks like they want to attack over here. This is the main entrance to white space. There's other ways to get there, but I suggest going through that area. Okay, and then you can also get a command center here. Yeah, as long as you know how to use your resources, it's okay. You don't need to make a bunch of defenses, okay? And you want to attack. You want to attack like this.
Base is under attack.
Oh, okay, that was bad. That was bad.
Upgrade complete.
I forgot the timing on the Avengers, but it's okay. That's why I wanted to build the missile turret first. But that's fine. But anyway, he's dead. Now we can move again. And the key point to this game is not prolonging it. Because, yes, the map gets harder every time. Time passes by. Okay, we came pretty quickly. Anyway, let's get the bunker up. I wanna expand here. You don't need this gas. This geyser is sufficient. Okay. And orange, although not very helpful, does help out a bit. And then if you go over here, if you bring rows, you'll meet this guy called Billy, and he'll give you some reward. Okay, let's have Rose healed up. Yeah, not much to say here. Orange is doing whatever. You can also take resources from orange if you wanna. You can try to, like some commenter on Jay Barino's video said, what if you destroy Orange's Nexus? I mean, yeah, you can if you wanna, but no, they're supposed to be our allies, right? They're our part-time allies, no? And if you really wanna save your 400 minerals, you can lift this off, but I don't really recommend that. It's just a waste. Anyway, let's move out. If orange attacks the shrine, it'll be good, because I made the trigger so that blue will attack with air units
Supply depots required.
after 17 minutes have passed, or if the shrine gets destroyed. So either way, you're gonna face against some hindrances. Yeah, that's a lot of units. But we have medics. This is why we bring medics here, guys, to help orange, you know?
Your forces are
We're
under
good
attack.
people. Speaking of good, let's bring more units down here. Should hotkey my comp set. I didn't get my stim for some reason, which is kind of
Research
stupid.
complete.
Ghost report.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's move. Never know what hit him. Commander.
Okay, I'll actually bring this guy all the way over. I'm gonna get medics.
You got my
You
attention.
don't need to build additional
Naturally.
SCVs.
me, boy.
This is good enough.
Right away, sir. Call the shot.
Okay, orange is still preparing for the attack. Looks like he wants to keep attacking white, which is alright. But when the AI attacks like the shrine area, I recommend bringing your units to fight down there. There's also an expand over here which you can take later on, but it's not required.
Got my attention.
And I gave the option to get build nukes if you want, once you bring rows to here, but again, that's not necessary. Oh, I missed the timing. Let's go. And since I'm using EUD triggers, I cannot save because it alters memories. That's fine. Okay, let's attack. And you can upgrade up to level 3 as always. If they bring Reavers, just use Rose to just slap down and stuff. Try to be kind of... I could have made the energy cost on the Reaver be a lot cheaper, but I didn't for some reason. Which is fine. Okay, let's use our high ground advantage.
Your forces are under attack.
And or you can destroy white first and then go for the shrine, which works fine either way. Oh god, that hurt.
Upgrade complete.
I'm all over it.
Okay, let's destroy this then. You wanna destroy a lot of units if you can. More SCVs are required here. Let's get rid of the critter. I just renamed it as critter. Why not? Okay. Blue hasn't attacked me yet, which is kind of rare. But there's the second Avengers attack. We can one-shot my poor bio units, and that means there will be no warnings as to when I was attacked. You can also attack blue and take this expand, which is not recommended. Yeah.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, there was a blue zealot hanging around there, I guess. But yeah, I recommend just, using...
You got my attention. Naturally.
I guess I'll get the science facility. It doesn't matter. You can attack white first, or the shrine, whatever. Okay? And there might be a bunch of units here, but this is basically nothing, This is nothing, guys.
You got my attention.
Don't be scared of this. There's a big, scary carrier. It's okay, use birds. Looks like white did a drop. That's fine, that happens. And I'm using the fire bats to be cannon fodders for the Dark Templar, because the Marines are more important, but you still need a meat bag in every engagement. So again, I'm just gonna move.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh wait. Got attacked when white came, so I lost some units there too. It's okay. Okay, now that my hindrances are gone, let's attack. Okay, when this happens, you gotta just micro out. Okay, guys.
Did someone page me? I'm on the job. Where does it hurt?
Like this. Let's just micro.
Where does it hurt?
Okay, we lost some fire bats, unfortunately, but that's fine. It looks like orange is attacking. Okay, now I lost way too many units. I want to move out. And then bring my units to where Rose is. I could have also given him EMP instead of Cloak, I guess, but I wanted to keep the unit as ghost as much as possible, if that made any sense. But yes, our timer is running low. It's gonna be 17 minutes. Blue's gonna send a bunch of crap. It's fine. Just build more missile turrets. You don't need bunkers, guys. Just one is sufficient. Anyway, my attack force is here. Gas not needed until you get upgrades and thingamajigs. Like nuke. You can also get past over here and get the science facility, but that's no fun, right, guys? We'll have Rose tank. That's fine.
Did someone page me?
This is fine. See how easy it is, guys? And there's an observer, so you can actually snipe this down and then just have Rose like cloak and then attack the shrine. That's another way to do this. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty simple, right, guys? Next. Very nice.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Terran Governor, by raising the shrine, you have saved our face and brought humiliation to the convocation. We will keep monitoring your progress.
Call the shot.
For some reason, Pronovo's recording was kind of low. I even enhanced it. I made the recording a bit louder, but it's still kind of on the quieter side. But that's fine.
Where does it hurt?
But I really appreciated his help. Let's get control of this.
A science facility? That'll surely help us, Governor.
When the scouts come, this signifies that there's gonna be some problems, guys.
Where
As
does
in,
it
there's
hurt?
gonna be some carriers coming. Just one at a time. Hey, we can attack orange already. Okay, I'll do that. Why not? Okay, there's our first hindrance.
Your forces are under attack.
I probably should meet Billy,
On the job.
which I should.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
You know what? I don't want to rush this, guys. Why am I rushing this? Let's go meet Billy, okay?
Piece of me, boy.
I'll bring these units down here, but you want to make more missile turrets just in case. We're running low on resources, that's why we'll take this base next. You need some good micro against the Protoss though, especially Psystorm and Scarabs, but this guy is bugged out. That's fine. Yeah, like look, we got some allies doing his thing, you know, and the Reaver dropped here for some reason. But yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, let's I want to move this to over there, which I'll do prematurely. Now let's move our units there.
Call the shot.
Need medical attention?
I'll move all my units. Okay, not that way, not that way.
Standing by. Outstanding.
Is it this way? Yeah, it is this way.
I'm gone.
The path always this narrow. It's
Where
fine.
does it hurt?
I'm here. Ghost
Okay, once the gas got expired, we gotta get another one.
shot.
It's fine.
Of the heat. Naturally.
Play it slow, guys.
Your forces are under attack.
Want to turn of the heat.
Hey, why are you guys lazing around, guys? Attack, attack.
Your forces are under attack.
Shoot. Jacked up and good to go. Order call the shot.
Very standard. And you can also prevent blue to spawn some units. I made a trigger so that blue spawn units from these gateways. Like you just saw that Zealot just now, but yeah, you can destroy it. You can destroy this gateway with Rose, but screw that.
Fire it up.
For the time being, I'm
Medical
gonna
attention?
Ghost reporting.
go meet Billy,
Jacked up. Happy to go. Orders
and I'll move my SCV here, cause why not? My upgrade is going nicely. And here's Billy.
Well, Lukey here. I haven't seen another feller like me in a long time. The name's Billy. How you doing? What's that you say? Well, I don't really remember how I got here, but life is good, fellas. Say, there's always something I wanted to check out, but them aliens make it hard for me to do so. There's a science facility out there, and if you can bring that ore here, I'll give you a nice treat. How's about it?
Finally.
And the objectives got updated, and here comes the science facility. You don't need to have Rose for when you bring the
Your
science
forces are
facility.
under attack.
Give me something to shoot.
It's one tanky zealot.
Rocket.
Like a firebat, actually.
Ghost reporting. Standing by.
Jeez.
Finally.
Dang, you actually brought this for me. I'm glad. Like I thought, my thing was there all along. This must have been inside there for months. I'll be damned. Anyways, you can take your facility back, fellas. I got what I wanted. Oh, right, your reward. Let's see, you can have some of my critters. They'll help ya out with those aliens you're facing. They're well trained. If you need me again, you know where to find me.
And we get some critters called Billy's Critter. No surprise. There's nothing over here, by the way. It's just all stuff. Not important.
Need medical attention?
Anyway, let's get our next expand. I still have a bunch of resources, guys. This is how you play this map. Sometimes in RTS maps, you don't go full-blown, just don't go full-blown spending on resources, you know? Maybe I should have made the... Maybe I should have made the units, blue units, have 3-3 upgrades instead of 4-4. I guess I was a bit crazy, but that's okay. Because DK is normally crazy. Let's make more units. Here comes more dragoons. It's fine. Attack. You can also get nukes. And how much damage does Billy's Critters do? 40 damage, guys. 40 awesome damage. And we'll attack that. Can my Marine reach this pylon? If it was StarCraft 2, maybe, but this ain't StarCraft 2, guys.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Oh, I'll bring all my SCVs now. Sure, this gateway and everything's good. Blue spawns scouts and carriers from here, but that's fine. Yeah, see, like, this map's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. I mean, it requires some positioning and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. Let's get my Cobra Ops. I can always use some nukes. Let's get some gas too while I'm on it. Okay, I wanna get a bunker here though. A missile turret, because blue comes across this area with his attack, so. And I'll just leave, yeah, you know what? I don't need to leave you guys, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I can also attack blue, and then if you destroy blue's buildings, they'll make all the remaining blue units to like go wander around the map continuously. That's whatever. Okay, enter. Again, this map that I'm playing is exactly the same as J Burrito and Pronova played, okay? Get my next nuke. Nuke is a lot easier. It's not necessary. And you can also traverse like over here, down here, but again, that's not required. I'll get another comp set. I'll get a nuke from here actually. You done yet? Okay, let's get our first nuke. And some missile turrets. Probably need a lot of missile turrets. But yeah, I made it so that blue spawns carriers every... It looks like white is attacking. Oh, that's a lot of units. But that's why we have our Hydra or Billy's Critters that are very, very strong. Again, you don't need Billy's Critters to beat this map. Here comes the carriers. Just make sure this turret doesn't die. Yeah, look at that. Very nicely done. Just gotta be self-aware of things. And perfect timing! Orange is coming to attack!
Did someone page me?
Want to turn up the heat?
Oh no! But yeah, I mean, I guess this map is hard if you're like kind of playing this for the first time. This is easy for me because I'm the creator, obviously. But yeah, and then we can also get nukes. Let's scout out here. What does white have? Pretty much nothing. Just some reavers with 125. I should have actually I should have actually reconsidered that plus 25 damage thing. That's just, I think, way too overboard. It's okay.
You want a piece of me, boy? Wanna turn the lead? Call the shot.
Base is under attack.
It's fine, I just need one.
Did someone page me?
Not enough energy.
Here comes white.
Give me some of this.
Base is ready.
That's a normal. Yeah, it's fine. That's new.
Your forces are under attack.
Orange is doing his thing, whatever. Pause upgrade, I can get level 3 now. Make sure I don't kill myself with the nuke. It'll be glorious.
Not enough energy.
See, this is one of the good things about using EUD triggers or EPD triggers.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Okay, let's get rid of
Base is
the...
under attack.
Get rid of that first. Get rid of the science facility. I made it so that Billy's critters don't get one shot by reavers, although with a lot of damage taken. But yeah, I gave him 10 armors. You know, it's pretty, yeah. The oranges attacking at the right time. It's just very helpful for me.
I'm on the job.
Nothing to see here. It's just expand, like a very weird expand location, all the way in the heart of the enemy space.
Your forces are under attack.
But yeah, orange is actually working nicely. Sometimes he breaks, but you know that's the thing about StarCraft AIs. But that's fine. At least orange is being more helpful.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Yeah, if this was, yeah, you can mod your heroes to, you know, to have nuke, but why use mod when you can use EPD or EUD triggers, guys?
Piece of me, boy.
Beautiful. That's pretty much it, guys. Nothing else this year. My units are not even, yeah, 3-3 upgraded.
Call the shot.
What are these two
Seems
levels?
like you and the specialist did a great job. I'm already receiving word that another envoy of Expert Aim is scheduling a meeting with one of our top officers. Appears to be sharing more of their secrets with us as thanks for doing their dirty work. At any rate, I'll have a dropship escort you back to your office. Have a good rest, Governor.
Not enough energy.
That's pretty much it, guys. Credits. Google Translate voice as Billy.
Give me some of this shit. Let's move. Jacked up and good to go. Let's move.
Thank you, my viewers. They're just sleeping, guys. You know them.
I'm on the job.
And everyone else for keeping the StarCraft community alive for over 20 years.
Call the shot. Go, go, go.
Oh man, kind of made me sweat a bit, but not too bad. But and then the crappy thing about using memory altering triggers is that even if you win, it will show us the defeat screen board. But you know that's whatever. So, but that's it, guys. That's it for DK, I guess, for Part-Time Alliance. I suppose it's a hard map, but with some practice, it's not that bad. I encourage you guys to try it. I'll post a download link in my video description, so check that out. DK signing off.